Good evening and welcome back to One TV News with me, Esma. A heartwarming LinkedIn post by Arnav Deshmukh went viral after he shared a story about the honesty of a Gurgaon auto driver, Manirul Jaman. Deshmukh's friend had accidentally left a bag containing essential documents and sentimental gold chain in the auto. Despite initial fears of losing the bag forever, the auto driver returned it intact. Deshmukh and his friend, aided by the Gurgaon police, were relieved and grateful. The post garnered widespread praise, highlighting the enduring values of honesty and integrity in urban life. Reactions on LinkedIn included appreciation for both the auto driver and the police, with many commenting on the need to focus on positive stories. Alia Bhatt's new action drama teaser for Jigar, released on Sunday, has sparked a Twitter debate over whether she is currently the top Bollywood actress or not. Fans of both Alia and Shraddha Kapoor engaged in a heated discussion, each side advocating for their favourite as the queen of Bollywood. Despite the fan rivalry, Shraddha Kapoor publicly praised Alia's teaser on Instagram, calling it amazing and expressing her eagerness to see the film. Alia supporters have since labelled her the real female superstar, contrasting with Shraddha's recent success in Stree 2, where she had a supporting role among a star-studded cast. Popular bhajan singer Kanhaiya Mittal, famous for his song Jo Ram Ko Laaye The, Hum Unko Laayenge, is set to join the Congress party ahead of the Haryana Assembly elections 2024. In an exclusive interview, Mittal explained that his move aims to serve Sanatan Dharma from a broader platform and advocated for a more inclusive discussion of Sanatan across all parties rather than singling out one. He clarified there is no conflict with the BJP. Congress leader Pramod Tiwari suggested that Mittal's departure from the BJP might reflect growing discontent among its supporters and called for the party to reconsider its stances and policies.
देखिए, हमारे मन में चल रहा है कि हमें कांग्रेस ज्वाइन करनी चाहिए। आने वाले समय में आपको पता लगेगा कि ज्वाइन करी है कि नहीं करी। नहीं, देखिए, जैसे हर आम आदमी का, नागरिक का हक है कि वो कहीं पर भी जाकर बात कर सकता है। तो मेन कारण यही है कि हम लोग जहाँ भी भजन करने जाते हैं वहाँ ये परसेप्शन बन जाता है कि भाई भाजपा का प्रचार करने आए हैं या कुछ आए हैं, तो उसमें जो कांग्रेस से जुड़ा आदमी है वो अपने घर पे ही रह जाता है, वो भजन सुनने नहीं आ पाता। तो एक ऐसा परसेप्शन तैयार हो कि हर वर्ग का, हर दल का आदमी भजन सुनने आ सकता है, और इसी चीज़ को हम दुनिया तक पहुंचाना चाहते हैं। देखिए, ये माहौल अच्छा है और मुझे लगता है कि दोनों ही पार्टियां अच्छा काम कर रही हैं, और आने वाले समय में जनता किसको चुनती है, जनता पे निर्भर करता है। देखिए, निर्भर करता है। अयोध्या में प्रॉपर अयोध्या सीट जो विधानसभा की है उसमें तो भाजपा नहीं हारी, लेकिन ओवरऑल जो सीट है, जो वहाँ की सीट है, उसको ज़रूर उन्होंने एमपी इलेक्शन में हारे हैं। अब वो क्या कारण हो सकते हैं, वो तो उनकी पार्टी का अपने विचार की बात है। ये तो हम पिछले 5 साल से बोल रहे हैं कि अगर डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी भी मंदिर बनाते, हम उनके लिए भी गाना गा देते, क्योंकि हम लोग पार्टियों से परे के लोग हैं। हम लोग चाहते हैं सनातन से लोग जुड़े, और वो मंदिर जाने से सनातनी की पहचान हो, ना कि पार्टी से किसी की पहचान हो कि ये इस पार्टी का तो ही सनातनी है, उसका है तो नहीं है। सबका हृदय है, जो जैसा लिखना चाहे वो लिख सकता है, लेकिन उन लोगों से मेरा सिर्फ इतना ही कहना है, थोड़ा इंतजार कीजिए। इतनी जल्दी तो मेरा मन भी नहीं बदला जितनी जल्दी आपने मन बदल लिया, तो थोड़ा सा इंतजार करें। आने वाले समय में हम ऐसा कोई काम नहीं करेंगे जो सनातन के विरोध में हो। हाँ, अगर मैं सनातन के विरोध में कोई काम करूं, तब आप मुझे कह सकते हैं कि मैंने गलती की है, आप लोगों ने मुझ पे भरोसा किया और मुझे प्यार करते थे। अगर मैं कोई उसके खिलाफ कोई बात करूं, तब आप कर सकते हैं। ये मेरी निजी जिंदगी है, मैंने सारी रात, हम लोग सड़कों पे रहते हैं, तो अपनी ज़िंदगी को कैसे हम सेव कर सकते हैं वो भी तो देखना है। मेरे भी तो परिवार आप ही के जैसे हैं। नहीं, ऐसा महसूस अभी तो मन बनाया है, अभी गए नहीं है। चले जाते तो की बात होती, अभी देखो क्या होता है। और जो राम को लाए हैं वो कोई भी हो सकता है। जहाँ छोटे छोटे गाँव में एक मंदिर बन रहा है, अगर वहाँ का कोई भी व्यक्ति भी वहाँ पर राम मंदिर बनाता है तो वो भी राम को लाने वाले। हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो कार्य किया है वो अभूतपूर्व है, कोई नहीं कर सकता। इसको हम डंके की चोट पे कहते हैं ना, ऐसा पीएम कभी हमें मिल सकता है। लेकिन ये निजी विचार है मेरा कि मैं कांग्रेस में जाना चाहता हूँ, उसमें तो किसी को कोई तकलीफ नहीं होनी चाहिए।
During his visit to the US, Rahul Gandhi, leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, criticized the BJP government's policies while speaking at the University of Texas in Dallas. He argued that India could compete with China by focusing on manufacturing and vocational training, noting that unemployment in India, like in the US and Europe, is partly due to global production shifts. Gandhi also criticized the educational system for ideological bias and called the increased respect for skilled professionals. He condemned the RSS narrow view of India, advocating for a more inclusive and respectful political approach. His visit includes engagements with the Indian diaspora and US officials.
The battle that is being fought in India. The RSS believes that India is one idea. And we believe that India is a multiplicity of ideas. And we believe, by the way, very much like the United States, we believe that everybody should be allowed to participate. We believe that everybody should be allowed to dream. Everybody should be given space, regardless of their caste, language, religion, tradition, history. This is the fight. And the fight was crystallized in the election, when millions of people in India clearly understood that the Prime Minister of India is attacking the Constitution of India. Because what I am saying to you, union of states, respect to languages, respect to religions, respect to traditions, respect to castes, this is all in the Constitution. Every single word that I have said to you is in the Constitution. The foundation of modern India is the Constitution. And what people understood in the election clearly, and I saw it happening, when I used to raise the Constitution like this, people understood what I was saying. They were saying that the BJP is attacking our tradition, attacking our language, attacking our states, attacking our histories. And most importantly, what they understood was that anybody who is attacking the Constitution of India is also attacking our religious tradition. Right? And that is why in my first speech in Parliament, you must have noticed, when I described Abhay Mudra, the fact that this is a symbol of fearlessness and it is present in every single Indian religion. You can look, you go on the internet and you can see every single Indian religion. Guru Nanak Ji holds his hand like this. Shiva holds his hand like this. Every single Indian religion, the hand is a symbol of fearlessness. And when I was saying this, the BJP could not stand it. They don't understand. And we are going to make them understand. You see, and the other thing that happened that was very beautiful, that in fact I was amazed that it happened so quickly, was that fear of the BJP vanished, disappeared, gone. And we saw that immediately, within minutes of the election result, nobody in India was scared of the BJP or the Prime Minister of India. So these are huge achievements, not of Rahul Gandhi or the Congress party. We are peripheral. These are huge achievements of the people of India who realized, of democracy, of the people of India who realized that we are not going to accept an attack on our constitution. We are not going to accept an attack on our religion. We are not going to accept an attack.
The Ambani family celebrated Ganesh Utsav in grand style at their Mumbai residence Antela. Mukesh Ambani, his wife Neeta and newlywed Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant participated in the Ganpati Visarjan on Sunday night, marking the end of the festival with a traditional procession to Chopati beach. The event featured vibrant traditional attire and lively dhol beats with Anant and Radhika dancing. Bollywood stars such as Salman Khan, Kareena Kapoor and Rekha attended, while singer B. Prak performed, enhancing the festive atmosphere. Ganesh Chaturthi, honoring Lord Ganesha, symbolizes new beginnings and the removal of obstacles. The Indian Railways has accepted the resignation of wrestlers Vinesh Fogart and Bajrang Punia ahead of the Haryana Assembly elections. The move follows their recent switch to the Congress party and subsequent receipt of show cause notices from Northern Railway for meeting Congress leader Rahul Gandhi. Railway officials confirmed that Fogart and Punia will be released from their duties immediately, bypassing the usual 3-month notice period due to the urgency. This decision clears the way for Fogart, who has been nominated to contest from the Julana Assembly constituency, ensuring her eligibility for the elections without concerns about her notice period. On Monday, Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud rebuked lawyer Kaustav Bagchi for speaking too loudly during a Supreme Court hearing on the Kolkata doctor's rape and murder case. The case, which has sparked nationwide protest, involves the rape and murder of a junior doctor at RG Kar Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata. During the hearing, senior advocate Kapil Sibal accused Bagchi of throwing stones at protest, prompting Bagchi to challenge Sibal's claims. CJI Chandrachud admonished Bagchi to lower his voice, emphasizing that the proceedings are not for public spectacle. He also addressed the ongoing doctors' protest, saying that while no adverse action would be taken if doctors resumed work by 5 p.m., the court expected them to return to their duties. The Chief Justice expressed frustration with multiple lawyers arguing simultaneously, highlighting the need to orderly conduct in court.
Last 2 hours, can you first lower your pitch?
Number one, Malaj, there should be no protest without an application to hold the protest, and the route to, they just hold the protest without informing anybody.
Last order, we have clarified that when we said that you will not take any action against peaceful protesters,
Yes.
we had equally said that.
One second.
Respect of any protest which.
Well, see what is happening.
And protest
Allowed-
will not be, any protest will not be at the cost of their duties.
Yes. This is not clarified. This was not clarified, Malaj. This is not the doctors. These are not the doctors, Malaj.
All right, let him say what he has to say. We got your point.
Nobody has protested beyond duty time.
But as later was sent to the protesters on the Kolkata police, wherein they had sought for certain information. But in that letter, it was categorically all the necessary information was served upon the police with regard to rally that the mark that is going to be.
No.
Everywhere. All statements have been made.
Malaj, which court are we in, Malaj?
Unless their courts, no regulatory.
Well, this.
Kolkata police, nor the West Bengal police, they did nothing on the part of the regulatory.
All right,
And it's beyond duty.
one last word and then we are going to rise for lunch. We want to ensure that the doctors resume work.
Only one thing, Malak, they
Doctors are in the system to render service to the patients. We will provide every kind of measure of security to the doctors, but they have to reciprocate. We have said that no adverse action shall be taken.
My lords, if they are also protesting and joining work,
We have CCTV footage. Malaj,
When we said that no, one second, we said that, why don't you hear what we said? We said that no adverse action shall be taken against the doctors. Mr. Sibal, please ensure that those of the doctors who resume work, please don't take any action.
It's our duty. It's our duty, Malaj. It's our duty. This gentleman who is before your lordships, I have got videos, photographs, he's throwing stones.
Lordship, there has been
This gentleman.
Lordship, a threat culture has been established in
Principal Sibal, Leonard Senior Counsel, states that no action, including punitive transfers, shall be adopted against the doctors who return to work in terms of the directions and stipulations.
Lordship, the peaceful protesters also, right?
Malad, kindly see.
Because the individual who was found to throw stones.
Yeah.
This sort of submissions come from
Tell you what, 1 second. Are you trying to address the gallery outside the court?
That's what he's doing.
1 second. Can we just, I've been noticing your demeanor for the last 2 hours. Can you first lower your pitch?
I'm sorry,
Please lower, 1 second. Listen to the Chief Justice. Don't raise your voice. Lower your pitch.
My lord,
Second, you are addressing 3 judges in front of you, not the large audience which is watching this proceedings on the video conferencing platform. 2, Mr. Sibal's statement, we can't start recording every police officer's statement here, right? Mr. Sibal is representing the state of West Bengal. We have recorded that there will be no adverse action, including punitive transfer. You said transfers. We have said, therefore, no punitive transfer shall be resorted to.
Lordship,
Right? Therefore, there's
Lordship,
no
one
point in
thing.
raising the
No, but
Lordship, the peaceful
The
protesters
last thing is
who had
the application
participated
we
in-
have filed. Well, there's an application for
participated
directions
in
that I have
reclaiming
filed,
the
Malad,
line.
which has some really serious things that your lordships have to deal with. Malad, the kind of things that are in this application and the statements made in this application will destroy the credibility of institutions in this country if this is allowed to happen.
Walt Ehmar, CEO and president of Waffle House, passed away at age 58 on September 8, 2024, due to a prolonged illness as announced by the Atlanta Police Foundation. The foundation, where Ehmar was a board trustee, mourned the loss of a dedicated leader who was a strong advocate for public safety and community services. Waffle House also expressed deep sadness, highlighting his 30-plus year career with the company. Tributes from Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens and others reflected on Ehmar's significant impact and leadership. Ehmar, who joined Waffle House in 1992 and became president in 2002, was also actively involved in Georgia Tech alumni and foundation boards. He is survived by 3 children. The song Nacho Nacho from the film RRR, which gained global acclaim, is now being used as an anthem for Kamala Harris's presidential campaign. Indian-American entrepreneur Ajay Bhutoria, a key fundraiser for Harris, has revamped the hit song with a music video designed to mobilize South Asian voters in key battleground states. Produced by Ritesh Parikh and performed by Shivani Kashyap, the 1.5-minute video includes campaign highlights and messages in multiple Indian languages. Bhutoria aims to engage 5 million South Asian voters and is working on more Bollywood-inspired campaign songs. The video comes as Harris and Trump prepare for a critical debate on September 10th, which could influence the closely contested election. That's all for today. Stay connected for more updates. Thank you.